Hey everybody, welcome to Downward Dog Rising. It's Traci here, and I'm just inviting you to join me for a little workout. We're going to use our core, strengthen our core, as well as stretch, Yin Yoga stretching. So join me if you want to get a little movement in before the day ends, and let's begin. All right, let's sit in Sukhasana, easy pose with your ankles crossed. So come on to your mat. Crisscross your ankles, settle in, root down into your mat, settle down into that root chakra energy, Mudra Lahara. Now rise up through top of head, take a deep inhale in, bring your hands to your heart, Anjali Mudra, and just feel centered, go inward, connect mind, connect to body, going inward, and just feel your body in motion, and just let go of anything else that doesn't serve you. Just stay in the present moment, here now with me. Just breathe in, set your intention and focus inward, be in the present moment. No worries about the past, no worries about the future, just be here right now. Bring hands to heart. Excellent. All right, we're going to stretch our arms overhead and really focus on elongating our spine. And then once you elongate your spine, bring your hand by your side. Really stretch your ribs apart on this side, ribs stretch apart. And then I want you to take a deep inhale, rotate breastbone to sky. And then you're going to exhale as you do a little rotation. This is going to get your middle back, your thoracic spine to stretch open. Inhale. And then exhale, rotate down. Your sits bones are grounded into your mat. Open your heart. 2 more times. Collarbones wide. Open your heart. Feel that whole side open up. 1 more time. Deep inhale here. Breathing in. Exhale. Gently bring your arms, circle all the way around to the other side. Place hand on mat. Now we're going to elongate all the way up, up, up. Stretch the whole side open. Bring hand behind head. Now root down into those sits bones. Stretch the whole side of your waist long. That's it. Stay here and breathe. Now we're going to do a little rotation through our middle back. Lift heart to sky. Inhale. And then you're going to gently exhale as you rotate towards the mat. Inhale, open your heart, reach. Exhale, slowly rotate towards your mat. 3 more, your sits bones, bottom of pelvis is rooted into your mat. 2 more times, deep inhale, let those ribs open apart, chest is open. And 1 more time, you're going to inhale, you're going to open. And gently exhale as you rotate down. Gently take this arm, circle all the way back around. And then we're just going to lift our arms up, up, up. And then relax our shoulders down, back away from ears. Do a little set of shoulder shrugs right here. What I want you to do here, you're actually going to release the tension out of the shoulders, the traps, the back of the neck, upper neck here, the sternocleidomastoid, sides of neck. I want you to actually elevate your shoulders up, and then I want you to release all the tension through the fingertips. So you're just going to shrug into your ears. And then you're going to exhale, stretch down and away. Shrug up into your ears. Release the tension through the fingertips. Excellent. 3 more. Release tension out of the tops of those shoulders. Draw down back out of your ears. 1 more time. Deep inhale. You're going to shrug shoulders into your ears. Exhale, gently, slowly release. Excellent. I want you to root down both sits bones into your mat. I want you to take a gentle stretch forward. So you want to feel like your sits bones reach behind you. You're just stretching your upper body forward as you stretch those sits bones back behind you. Let's take a couple deep inhales, deep exhales here. Keep the breastbone reaching long so you don't round your upper back. Hip hinge. Stay here and breathe. Inhale, let that low back release. Sits bones reach behind you. 1 more deep inhale. Slowly you're going to rise up. Whichever ankle's on top, go ahead and switch feet. So you just go like that. You're going to lengthen, 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 up, up, up. Hip hinge forward, stretch arms in front. Let your sits bones reach back behind you. Pull your sternum, your breastbone through the arms so you keep maximal length in your spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Sits bones reach behind you. You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Really stretch head away from tailbone. Stretch apart. Inhale, exhale, stretch apart. Inhale, exhale, stretch apart. One more time. Slowly come right back up again. All right. Next exercise. Take the soles of your feet together. Do a little Baddha Konasana. You're going to do a couple little butterflies. Your knees lift up, your knees lower down. Rise up through your breastbone. Take the bottoms of the feet, rotate upwards. You're going to feel the crease right there in the hips. Feel your inner thighs. Actually, they twist outwards, backwards. Stay here and breathe. Settle into the bottom of those sits bones. Rise up through the top of your head. And inhale. And exhale. This is a great hip opener. If you have tight hips, if you sit at the computer all day, if you do sports or you're biking, cycling, running, your hips tend to get tight, so this will be great for you. Stay here and breathe. Breathing in, rising up, focus inward, lengthen to top of head, drop into the bottom of those sits bones you're sitting on. Breathing in, breathing out. Just softly release into the stretch. Butterfly stretch. Softly release. If there's any resistance, just give in, let it go. Breathing in, breathing out. Keep lengthening spine upwards. Let those hips release. When you feel a little give a little more into it. Rise up through top of head. Maybe you'll do a little hinge forward through front of hips. Keep the spine reaching long. Stay here and breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Let those hips release. Just softening your energy from the day, taking you out of active yang energy into receptive yin energy, wanting to balance out our energies. Feeling calm, feeling aware. Ready to just take a step back. Notice your mind, your body connection, where you're tight. Receive the benefits from stepping back and taking awareness, taking notice where you need to release any tightness. Rising up, stretching arms forward a little bit, really lengthen through your breastbone. Equal weight through each half of pelvis. Stay here and breathe. Soften your eye gaze. Soften your jaw, your mouth, your facial muscles. Relax the jaw. Breathing in, breathing out. And inhale. And exhale, go a little deeper if you can. Relax those shoulders, up, down, back, away from ears. Keep chest open. Couple more deep inhales here. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale, feel the low back open, pull apart. Exhale, release. One more time, deep inhale. And exhale, slowly you're gonna rise up, close knees. Gently bring arms by your sides. Lift up your heart and gently windshield wiper your legs from side to side. I've been talking all day, so my throat's really scratchy, so I apologize if my voice is weird right now. And slowly, you're going to bring your knees back to the center. And I want you to do a little stretch for your back. You're going to interlace your fingertips together. And I want you to elevate your heart to the side and just stretch your spine and extension. And then roll behind the bones you're sitting on, your sits bones, and just stretch. You're just going inhale, lift your spine, lengthen, extend. Exhale, do a little C curve. Avoid this if you have herniated disc or osteoporosis. You don't want to do that spinal flexion where you roll behind your sits bones. You don't want to compress anything. Rise up. You would just come into neutral like that to modify. You just lift, rise up, come right back into your neutral. 3 more. Exhale. If you're okay with this, round into the back of your pelvis. Rise back up. 1 more time. Round into the back of your pelvis. Spread your shoulder blades apart. And then you'd rise back up. Excellent. I want you to turn to one side. Your knees, your ankles are stacked. And then if you want to get your bottom obliques to activate, basically we need to get your bottom obliques to elevate. We're going to lift our hips up in the air off the mat. And then I'm going to have you actually lift up, keep your collarbones open far and wide. Take your heels into a little Pilates V stance. And then I want you to do a little clam. Your hip bones aim straight to the front. And you're going to keep your pelvis squared. And then you're just going to lift and then lower the leg. Keep chest open. Lift and then lower the leg. Lift and down. Good job. Lift and down. 7. Draw a straight line across your 2 hip bones. 6. 5 more. Pelvic stability with oblique activation. 4 and 3 and 2. Good job. Last one. And then gently come down. Now once you come down to the mat, you're going to elevate up like this, and then you're just going to pull your body up, get these ribs to open apart, and then pull towards the other side for a second. Just stretch your side line open, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, get those ribs to open apart, relax shoulders, come back in. We're just going to swivel our knees to the other side of our body. And then you want to feel how we activate by getting our bottom ribs to lift up. We're going to end up stacking our knees or ankles. Careful, you don't want to collapse that. It's going to hurt your neck. It's going to hurt your shoulders. So you have to really open across the front of your collarbones. Connect from the armpit down into your forearm. Our ribs lift up. And then I want you to take your heels together into your V stance. We're going to elevate our pelvis, collarbones open wide, and then you're just going to go like this. I don't remember what I did on the other side. Maybe I had my hand up here. Let's try that. You're going to keep your hips straight, and you're going to inhale, exhale. Rotate, squeeze side of hip and glute. Lift those bottom ribs. Keep your hips squared. 8, and then 7. 6, wrap those ribs, and then 5, scoop your core tight. 4, 3 more, pelvis is still, we'll keep pressing the floor away. 3, and then 2, hips stay squared. Last one, and then gently lower down. You're going to stack your knees, stack your ankles, and then I want you to lift up through center. And you're going to reach towards your ankles. Now lift to this other side. And you want to just feel like you can stretch, stretch, stretch. Your ribs pull open and apart. You unweight the spine. You decompress by stretching up. And then you stretch out of your center to the side. Feel the sides of your waist. Your ribs pull apart. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Ribs pull apart. Lengthen up. You're breathing in. And then you're breathing out. 1 more time. Deep inhale. Ribs pull apart. You're inhaling. And then you're exhaling. Slowly bring that hand back down. And I hurt my knee, so I can't put pressure on it. I'm not able to kneel at the moment. I always hurt the same side. So if I don't put my knee all the way down. I don't want you to copy me or repeat what I'm doing. Just do all fours, knees on the mat, all four position, knees would be down. If mine's not down, it's because it won't happen. It needs rest. So what I want you to do, if you come onto all fours, notice my knee's not going to touch the mat. And then I'm not able to do like oppositional energy stuff like that because I'd have to rest on one knee and it won't allow me to do that right now. So basically I'll just rest more weight on one side and do a little cat-cow. So you're just going to press your shoulder blades wide to the side. Lift up your heart away from the mat. You want to pull the energy up out of the wrist. It goes across your upper mid-back. And then you're going to stretch top of head away from tailbone. Just lengthen your spine in your oppositional energy. You exhale. Spread the shoulder blades far and wide. And then you inhale. Basically, you're trying to stretch your spine long, opposite sides, lengthen apart. 3 more. Shoulder blades open wide. Stretch head away from tailbone. 2 more times. You're going to separate those shoulder blades wide to the sky. Stretch head away from tailbone. 1 more. Tighten the core to your back. And then stretch head away from tailbone. Excellent. Okay, I want you to feel like your 2 hip bones intersect to the center. Tighten your core. You're going to just lift up the knees and then lower the knees. Make sure shoulders are away from ears. You just float the knees up and then bring the knees down. Keep your spine reaching long. Float the knees up and then bring the knees down. Good job. Exhale, float the knees up. Bring the knees down and lengthen your spine. And 6. Blades reach down your back. 5, use deep core. Exhale, lift, and inhale down. 4 more times, you're going to lift up. And then lower down. 3 more, lift up. Lower down. 2 more, lift up. Lower down. Last one, lift up. Lower down. All right, now I'm going to have you go into a full plank. Make sure you don't scrunch your shoulders up to your ears. They need to pull down back. And then you want to stretch one leg out. Keep lifting your abdominal wall tight to your spine. And then you're going to have your pelvis like in line with your shoulders. You're going to rock your pelvis. Your whole body rocks forward. Your whole body rocks back. Inhale. Exhale. Tighten the core to your back. Feel glutes engaged, shoulders down, back away from your ears. Your core is strong. 5 and 4. Good. 3. Sides and neck remain long. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. All right. Now from here, take one knee in. What I want you to do here, turn to your side, rotate this other knee to the sky. And then if you have a yoga block, maybe you'll use it. You'll take your yoga block to the inside of this lengthened leg. We're just going to angle a little bit towards your thigh. I want you to get your left lateral hip and glute to release. We're going to take our breastbone over the front of our hip and thigh. Inhale, you're going to elongate up. And then slowly exhale. We're just going to stretch over this leg, maybe grab your toes, pull your breastbone through. You can have that elbow reach onto the block if you want to avoid rounding your spine. So you're just going to reach up over this thigh. Pull breastbone forward and through. Stay here and breathe. Feel left lateral hip stretch as well as back of right hamstring. Your low back pulls apart. Stretch, go a little deeper if you can. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, exhale. One more deep inhale here. Slowly you're going to rise up. We're going to take this leg in We're going to extend the other leg to the other side of our body. And then what I want you to do, you're just going to lengthen. Bottom of sole of foot goes inside of groin. And then maybe you'll turn breastbone towards front of hip and thigh. And we're just going to stretch into the air. And then I want you to hip hinge over the leg. Keep your spine reaching long. Lift up your heart as you hip hinge over your leg. Stay here and breathe. Maybe you'll rest your forearm onto your yoga block. Keep breastbone reaching long. And inhale, exhale, breathe. Stretch up, hip hinge, avoid bending from your spine. Stay here. Inhale. Feel sides, feel back, front of ribs expand all directions. Release the low back, release the outer hip, back of hamstrings, back of upper thigh. This will help you go into a straddle as well as a caterpillar. So we'll kind of combine exercises. I'm splitting things in half right now, modifying things. Keep elongating breastbone straight forward over the thigh. Head away from tailbone. Feel that oppositional energy in your spine flowing up and downward. Lengthen all the way back up. Excellent. Now take this leg and we're just going to stretch it to our side. We're taking it into a little straddle stretch. And then maybe you'll just shake out your knees a little bit. Release the legs. And I want you to root down into your sits bones. So you're not forcing it. Make sure that your knees aren't flowing inward. Make sure your ankles aren't, your knees need to rotate to the sky. Your toes rotate up. And then you push the energy from your center outward. You rise to the top of your head and you slowly start to hinge forward. And then having this block is great because you can like totally bring your forearms onto it. Keep stretching up, up, up. Breathing in, breathing out. This is great to get your adductors, your inner thighs. Get your hips, it's a hip opener as well as that butterfly was. Our half butterfly. Now our straddle. Go inward. Notice if one side is tighter than the other. Equalize pressure through each half of pelvis. Breathing in, breathing out. Softening into the stretch. Increase your awareness. When you feel a little give, you're going to go a little deeper. Coming a little closer to the mat. Spine is in neutral. Keep stretching. Top of head stretches away from your tailbone. And inhale. And exhale. Maybe now you'll use your yoga block and rest your forehead on the yoga block. Or a pillow. Or you could use folded up blanket. Hip hinge. Pull your breastbone straight. Hip hinge. And then gently stretch. Inhale, exhale, keep the length in your spine. If you want to deepen it, maybe you'll take your arms to the sides, pull your breastbone up, 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 up. Hip hinge forward, knees to sky. Stay here and breathe. Stay here and breathe. And inhale, exhale. Feel that low back, feel those hamstrings, adductors, inner thighs. soften. Keep the spine reaching low. Go a little deeper. You can try either bring arms to the front, stretch and elongate, breathing in, breathing out. Reach those sits bones back behind you. Pull that spine apart. Maybe take another deep inhale here. Slowly, softly, walk your hands to your forearms. Take a breath here. Just gonna come back out of it slowly. Slowly come up. And then gently bring feet together. Maybe we'll do a little reverse plank here where you tighten your abdominal wall in. You have to turn your glutes on. You lift up your heart. Hands come by sides. Fingertips reach away from you. Now you have to really tighten your core to your back, press your palms away, open your heart, lift the pelvis, scoop your core tight, engage those gluteals, lift a little higher, hips to side. Deep inhale, open chest, shoulders, deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale, open your heart. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One more time, and then gently lower down, good job. All right, little windshield wiper side to side. Let those hips release. Okay, we're going to do a little recline twist now. And then what I want you to do, you're just going to take your hands by your sides. And then I want you to tighten your core in. Slowly roll behind those sits bones. And then lengthen, 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 lengthen all the way. Feel the low back come into the mat as your core pulls tight and you elongate the space between rib cage, hip bones. Now, take your ankle, cross it, left ankle over the right knee. We're just going to cactus our arms to our sides. So, basically, your collarbones are wide open. Your arms are like at 90-degree angles by sides. And I'm modifying your recline twist right now. Think of your right shoulder as an anchor. So your right shoulder stays down along the mat. You're going to feel this right collarbone open across shoulder, chest. And then as we inhale, we start to slowly allow our bent knee side to come closer to the mat. So this is your anchor point. You're going to stretch this whole left side of the spine long. Start to swivel, swivel. Maybe you experiment, stretch neck to the other side, feel side of neck stretch. Maybe you stay neutral. If you had osteoporosis, you'd definitely modify twisting your spine. You wouldn't twist very far. You'd stop even before this point and keep your low back elongated into the mat. And you wouldn't let your hip bone lift off the floor at all. You would keep your pelvis straight like that and just do like a little side reach here. And inhale. And exhale. Going towards the floor. Feel this right hip flexor. This part stretches apart. Breathe in. And exhale. Collarbones stay wide. Breathe in. And exhale. Just take your time. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel the elongation between the rib cage, the hip bone. This front of your hip flexor, thigh lengthens. Let your ribs expand laterally. Gently release. Feel how those ribs stretch apart, those intercostal muscles stretch. Inhale, and then exhale, release. Slowly, you're going to make your way back to the center. All right. And then let's just hug our knees to our chest for a second. Maybe rock side to side across your low back. Release your spine. Let's switch sides. Feet come hip width apart. Shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, everything's aligned. Now crisscross your right ankle over the left knee. Cactus your arms again. Feel how collarbones widen across chest. This time, this left shoulder blade is anchored into the mat. That's your anchor point. Spine is long. Breathe in. Exhale. You're going to slowly start to swivel your body this way. If you had osteoporosis, you'd probably go about this far and just work on breathing, expanding your ribs apart, getting those intercostals to stretch. You'd keep chest open and just stay here and breathe. And if it's okay on your back, your low back, your spine, you want to do a twist, then you could continue to go sideways. Because your hip is going to lift off the mat, then make sure you're okay with that. Chest is open, collarbones wide. And just stay here and breathe. Keep your anchor point down, protect your back. Inhale, collarbones wide. Exhale, maybe turn head, stretch neck, opposite way. If that's too much of a stretch, just keep head centered, neutral. Space between ribs and hips. Feel the front of that hip and thigh lengthen and release. Ribs expand, ribs knit. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Slowly return center. All right. Maybe you'll just adjust hips and pelvis by doing like a little bridge. Hips lift up. They're straight. They're neutral. Set them back down. Lift up your knees. Now do a little hip opener. The knees circle apart. The knees come back in. Little hip opener. Keep pelvis stable on your mat. 3. Abdominal wall tightens into your spine. 2. Stir the femur bones deeper into the acetabulum, the hip sockets. Last one. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, circle the opposite direction. Release those hip joints. Let those leg bones go deeper into the hip sockets. 2 more. And inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. And gently bring your legs back to the mat now. We're going to take our arm bones and pull them deeper into your shoulder joint, glenoid fossa, shoulder socket. Elevate the blades up. Half turn out with your thumbs. Arm bone rhythms, that's what we're working with. The blades go up, the thumbs turn out, the thumbs come in, the blades go down. Just turn those arm bones deeper into your shoulder socket. If you have a tight neck or shoulders, this can really help you. Get in the right placement. 4, rotate out, come back in, and 3, rotate out, come back in, and 2. Good. Last one, they lift, they turn, they come in, but down. And you just bring your arms down by your sides. All right, we're going to take our hands behind your head and your neck. Make sure your abdominals really deepen into your spine. And then you're going to take your heels together, Pilates. And now keep your back on the mat. You're going to stretch the legs. And I want you to feel how you're supporting your head and your neck. Your core deepens to your spine. Your back stays on the mat. Exhale. Come back in now. Exhale. Come back in. Your low back is lengthened into the mat. Chest is lifted. Exhale. 6. Keep back on mat. 5. Use your core. 4 more. Press those heels out and together. 3. Scoop your core tight to your spine. 2 more. Chest is lifted. Last one. Inhale now. Exhale. Stretch. Gently come back in. Reach under those knees. And just rock side to side for a second. Release your low back. Awesome. All right. Next, I'm going to have you just stretch those legs to the ceiling. Feel a stretch along the backs of those thighs, along the calves, all the way down. Just bend and lengthen, maybe 4 more times. Bend and stretch. 3 more. You're going to bend and stretch, lengthen through backs and thighs. 2 more. Bend and stretch. Last one. Bend and stretch. Your shoulders drop away from the ears. Your breastbone lifts. Lengthen top of head away from tailbone. Long C. Now you're going to pull one leg in. Keep your back on the mat. Switch sides. Draw those core muscles into your back. Switch sides. Shoulders drop down back. And switch. Really scoop the core tight to your back. And then switch. Core is strong. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Core is strong. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. 5. Use your core, scooping it tight. And 4. Back is on the mat. Keep going. 3. Scissor kicks. And 2 more. Use your core. Switch. Last one. Switch. Excellent. Knees come in. Now we're going to take the soles, the bottoms of our feet together, and we're just going to have our palms come to the ceiling, to the sky. A little butterfly. Feel the crease in your hips. Supta Baddha Konasana. Palms to sky. And just stay here and breathe. Allow the low back to just gently fall into your mat. Feel the front of that hip crease. Feel the thigh bones twist externally inside the hip socket. Soften your eye gaze, your jaw, your mouth. Just release, relax into the pose. The hips can trap a lot of emotions. Just let them process and let them go. Feel those hips release. Gently bring your knees back in. And maybe a little windshield wiper. Side to side across your hips. Good job. All right. Now from here, go ahead, turn onto your abdominals. So you're just going to come all the way down to your mat. And then what I want you to do here, avoid scrunching shoulders. Connect. Drop, shoulders away from ears. Pull your breastbone through the arms. Tilt ear to shoulder, sides of neck are long. Do a little neck stretch. One ear tilts down, go slow. Come back to center. Make sure shoulders are down away from ears. Now tilt opposite ear to shoulder. Side and neck stretches. Gently return center. Take arms out, little seal. Relax shoulders out of ears. Tilt chin slightly forward. Avoid compressing your back, low back. Keep shoulders relaxed. Strengthen your spine, open your heart. Tailbone stretches long behind you. Breastbone pulls through the arms. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Couple more breaths here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Seal. Slowly come all the way down. Relax your head on the back of your hands. Nod your head side to side. Release your neck. Just roll right across third eye. Wisdom center. Side to side. And gently return back to center. Slowly, you're going to take your hands directly in line under your shoulders. Abdominals scoop in. Slowly, you're going to press up to your hands and your knees. And then I'm going to have you go back into a rest pose for a final pose. Remember, I'm not putting the weight on my right knee, so you don't want to copy what I'm doing. Equal weight across each half, each side of your body, and just sit straight back, hips over heels. Pull your breastbone through the arms, shoulder blades anchor down back. Stay here and breathe. Breathe into the low back, stay centered. Even if I'm not centered, you stay centered. You can rest your forehead on the mat. Maybe take your hands to the floor behind you. Feel a stretch across your upper mid-back. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Soften. Give in. Release. Balance. Feel the low back pull apart, sits bones pull back behind you. Take a few deep inhales to center of low back. Release any tension or stress. Release, let go. Slowly make your hands under the shoulders. You're going to press out to your hands and your knees. Good job. Now we're just going to sit. Crisscross ankles. Maybe crisscross the side that you usually sit. Maybe do it the other way now. And then I'm just going to have you relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So feel the sides of the neck lengthen. You're going to tilt chin towards breastbone. And do a little head neck roll to one side. Slowly pay attention to how you feel. So you don't overstretch, use a small range of motion. Stretch sides of neck long, slowly with control. Release your shoulders, release sides of neck. One more time each way, a little head roll, side to side, little neck roll. All right, return center, roll those shoulders up, down, back, away from ears. Release the tension through your fingertips. Inhale, exhale, last two. And one more time. Breathing in, roll those shoulders up, down, back. Slowly, we're going to reach our hands to the sky. Open your heart. Bring hands to your heart. feeling grateful and thankful for here, for now, for this moment, this present moment, where all is okay. Everything is okay. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you all. So take care, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for supporting my channel. Peace, everybody. Bye. Take care. See you soon.